Okay guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we've got another new update on quite a few new things. I'm going to go through it with you and then hopefully give you a bit more information on when you're expecting to receive your machine. So here we go. Right, as you can see, we've got the A1200 up and running NG. Right, so we're going to enter the menu. Okay, the first update I want to quickly show you, if we go into AmiBench, load it up. We'll wait for it to load. Okay, when it's loaded up, there is two new options been added in. Right, we're getting closer. Okay, so it's nearly loaded. Right, the first thing you probably can notice, you've now got the A1200NG logo now. That's only just recently been sorted. So if you've got this machine, that would automatically appear. If you've got the A600GS, that will also show up the correct logo on that one as well. Just remember one thing, guys. The A600GS hasn't got all the functions what the A1200NG has, because it's two different types of machines. But I'm sure most of you already know that anyway. Right, so while we're in here, what I wanted to show you has been recently been added. If we go up to the menu and if we scroll down, you've now got the option to reboot the system by the menu, and you can now actually power the system off directly from here as well. So if you don't want to continue, you can just power it off completely. To me, that's quite useful as well. So what we'll do is we'll show you it powering off so you can see it all come back online again. So we'll allow it to shut down. So there we go, the system is now off. Okay, in this bottom corner, what is going to be coming with it as an optional, well, it's not an optional extra, it's been given with the console, and I think it's a nice touch, makes it a lot easier to turn the device on and off. I don't know if you can make that out. It's actually a switch. Now comes with the A1200NG, and you can now turn it off. As you can see, the power light goes off. I'm going to stick it just on the back there. Okay, but I can let you sort that out to your heart content. But that is now comes with the products. That is a nice extra touch. I've had to keep unplugging it to turn it all off completely, but now you can actually physically turn it off that way. That is a lot smarter way of turning it on and off. Also, you're going to get in the box when it arrives. You're going to get a nice glossy box. I've now actually seen what the box looks like, and it is extremely similar to the A600GS, but it's a lot slightly a lot bigger. But it's nice cooling, and in the box you're going to get your backing plate, like I mentioned in the last video. You're going to get that. You're going to get your power switch. You're also going to get one of these. Well, it comes in two colors. You're going to get both colors. You can have a choice of a black one, and down here where my finger's showing, you can just make out there is the white edition, but it's identical to that. So you're going to be getting that as well. You're supposed to be getting a manual I can't tell you for sure, but I know it's going to be available to download. But to be honest, you shouldn't really need to use the manual because it is extremely straightforward how to use the equipment. Okay, so we're going to turn the machine back on with the new switch. Switch that back on. I'm going to just get my phone because I've just had a message from Amiga Kit. Just to make sure. Right, you will be getting the switch like I've told you, the backing plate, the black or white sticker. You're also going to get a serial number to go on the bottom of your 1200 case, whether it's a genuine one or a clone. You're also going to get screws included, including the HDMI backing plate as well. So that's all included. Sorry about the music. Okay, so that's all going to be coming with it. I can't really say anything else there. Right, so we'll move on to the next thing. So that's what you're going to be getting in the box besides the machine. Right, so we'll press to continue. Right, the next thing I want to show you today, I did mention in my last video, it is coming, but it's now available. If I go to here, and if you can see on the screen, you can now boot a compact flash card directly from the port. If you remember rightly, I mentioned that the port is a USB device. You can still use it as a USB device, or you can now use it as an Amiga drive. So if you, like me, who's got a pile of these from the old days of when we all had to do it all on the compact flash, and then you went up to your SD card, as this one's got an SD card slot in it. So things like that. So if you've got one of these with an SD card, you can also use that as well. You can use it as, like I've already said, as a USB drive, or you can directly boot into it. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to put these to one side. If I don't need them for now. Okay, so this is my compact flash for my original Amiga 4000. As you can see on the screen, it's a 4040. It's got workbench and everything else. It's got a few other bits on it, but I'm going to show you booting from that device. So I'm going to pop the card in the side. Right, please, when you go to put it in, don't force it, because you could bend the pins. But to be honest, if you just put it nice and straight, it will go straight in nice and comfortably. It does stick out just enough for you to get hold of it to put it back out at a later date. What I am going to quickly do is I'm going to reboot the machine, because I've just added the card back in, just to be on the safe side, to make sure it's activated. In a minute you'll see the hard drive flash and the actual CF, the compact flash flash as well. So we'll just wait. You can just, I don't know if you could just make it out then. It might do it again. We'll just, there you go, it's just flashing again. You could probably just make it out on my fingers there. So we'll now wait for the device to boot. Wait for the system to load up. Okay, so we've got the menu come up, so we're going to press any key. Just remember, down in the bottom right hand corner, if you wanted to go straight into AMI Bench, you just press the yellow key on your keypad, on your joypad, and it will take you straight in it. It does show on there an F12, but on the A1200NG it doesn't have that function. But I've never actually tested it, because I've done the mapping. I've got a feeling it should in theory work by that, but I'm not going to do that one today. So what we're going to do is now show you the 4000 card. So if we go into edit, okay, and as you can see, I'll try and move it down slowly. Right, as you can see, I've selected my 4000, so it's running exactly what it should be for the 4000 machine, as close as I can get it to it. Okay, 2 meg of RAM. Okay, you can see I've got the floppy drive also enabled. Please remember, make sure you select drive 0. Unless you've got a PC drive, then you will have to select PC drive. But that was in my previous video. I don't need to go into that today. So scroll down. If you want to use networking or internet, make sure that is also enabled. We're not doing any of that, but it does work. I don't think I've actually done a video on that one, but it does actually work. So we'll scroll down. Right, the most important one is this here, is the A1200NG CF card. So that's your compact flash. Now if you click on it, you can set it to automatic, or you can use it as a USB drive like I mentioned earlier on. Okay, and then you've got now 2 more options been added in. You can, if you've got one partition on the actual card, you can actually tell it to select partition 1, but for this demonstration I'm just going to leave on full, because it seems to work quite happily. So scroll down and you can see I've got everything else all turned on. Okay, USB is attached, so we can access the USB as well, as you can see on the screen. And then you've got your CF0. Okay, so that's your compact flash. Okay, it's all pre-set up, so as soon as you put your card in, it automatically knows there is a card there. It will change from, I think if you select your USB, I think it changes to USB here, but I don't need to go into that anyway. Right, so I've already pre-saved all this, but you would save it. Okay, and when you are ready, if you click run, and now if I put my fingers back roughly there in the corner, you should be able to see the hard drive light and the green light by my other fingers flashing. There you go. I don't know if you can make that out. And as the hard drive light's going as well. I've left the status bar up on the bottom just to show you what's going on. But for my next lot of videos, what I will be doing, that will be turned off. To me, it won't be necessary to have it on, but I just left it on this video on, so you can actually see what I'm discussing. Okay, so we're just waiting for the system to boot. Remember what I said, you've also got your floppy drive access. I'll put a disk in the drive. Okay, so there is my Amiga 4000 workbench that I had in my 4000, but I've upgraded to other various things in it to improve on it. But it's nice touch now. You can now access your old information and you can transfer it to your USB drive. So if we load up Opus, make sure you go to configuration, select all drives, get all drives, OK. Now you can save it or just press OK. I'll just do it as OK. Alright, I'll go over this side, select USB. As you can see, I can now select all my USB drive. I'm sorry, but there's other information on the drive. And then I can then select my hard drive. So if you wish, you can transfer from one to the other. Okay, so basically I don't really need to show you, but I could do quickly. I'll transfer a file across to my USB card, copy it across, and there you go. So you can access your old content back in the days, and now you can put it on a USB pen. You can now transfer it to an image somewhere else on your A1200NG. Right, we'll close this down. Close it down completely. Okay, so from here you can now, I can just load up everything as normal. So it's all running from the compact flash now. And you can also boot into it directly as well. So if you don't want to use anything else and you just want to use your old card to go back to the old days, you can boot straight into it. Okay, I'll close that down. We don't need to do that. Now the other thing I have done in here, if we go into System, go to Devs, go to Monitors, and as you can see, I've actually put the drivers in. So if we close all this out and go into Preferences, go to Screen Modes, and as you can now see, it's now using the high resolution for my old workbench. That was in my previous videos, so go back to them and you can just follow the instructions on there, and you can use your higher mode in here as well. All the gameplay on here is extremely works extremely well. I'm not going into that today. It's only going to be a bit of a shorter video today. So there you go. So that is your compact flash. So if you've got any of these from the old days, you can now use this on this machine as well, and you can boot into them directly. What I could quickly do is exit out of here. I'll show you one more thing. I'll go to my workbench. Right, where is it? This one here. Go down to Edit. I'll make sure that my CF card is there as well. And I've not enabled it. Right, enable it. Okay, so scroll the way to the bottom, click Save. Go back to Edit. And if I remember rightly, it should be there now. There we go. Right, so make sure you save, click Start. Okay, so I've now got the CF card in there now, and I've asked it to boot my classic workbench as well, but you will get two versions of workbench, what you should expect. So if you want to, you can put your CF card in, and then you can copy your content from the CF card straight into your onboard SD card to your new workbench of your choice. We'll just wait for it to come up. Just got to be patient and wait. Okay, so there you go. So I've now got two workbenches. So you can see the initial 4000. So that is my CF cards, and then this one is my new workbench. So if I now load up Directory Opus, go into configuration again, drives, get all, OK it, I'm not going to save it. I'm just going to go OK. And now, right, you should be able to select your A4000. Right, let's go to number 2. Right, so you can see it's games. Now if I go back to this one and then click on here, okay, and that's just the one directory. Right, now if I scroll down, make sure there's nothing, and then what I'll do is I'll copy this file, what's on the CF card, and I'll copy it across, and there you go. So you've now got advantage with so many variations now you can do with this equipment. It is absolutely amazing. Now it's improving all the time. Since I started doing this back in early December, and since now, it is just unimpressive. Now it's got so much it can do. Right, we'll quit out of here. Quit. Right, we'll come back right back to the main menu. Quit out. I shouldn't have done that because I'm still in beta mode, beta testing. Okay, so basically you now know you're going to get a switch, backing plate. You're going to be getting your backing plate for your HDMI socket. You're going to get 2 stickers with it. The manual, I'm not 100% sure. I think you're supposed to be getting a manual. If not, it will be downloadable for you. Personally, the manual's okay if it's a first comer, but for myself and maybe somebody who's got an A600 will probably say the same thing. You don't really need it. It is very, very straightforward. If you're not sure about something, please go and look at some of my previous videos that I've already done. Okay, and I will be doing some other videos as time goes on, and I'm hoping once everyone starts receiving theirs, they will be putting some videos up of what they've done, and hopefully they've taken some information from my videos to help you get the full potential from the machine. The final thing to say to you all guys, I have been told in the next 10 days the first lot of A1200NGs will be starting to be sent out. So I'm looking forward to anybody else who's actually getting one and actually getting this up and running. If you've got any comments, any questions you're not sure about, go to the Amiga org, the English board, or if not, you can leave me some messages in here, and the team will try and get back to you, including myself. If I can help you, I help you. If I can't answer it, I will then speak to somebody else at the team. And I can't really say any more. Please enjoy the new A1200NG when it comes on your doorstep. Like me, I've been testing it to make sure I'm happy with it, as I'm a heavy user myself, and I've put so much info into it, and the rest of the team has as well. So just remember, if you need any help, please leave a comment or on the other 2 boards, and I'm sure one of us will try and get back to you as soon as possible to try and help you. Okay, so for there then, right, I'm going to leave you all to it, and I will see you hopefully in another video, and hopefully I'll get to see some other videos online. Thank you very much. Bye for now.